Hello, I'm Mr. Creative, and today we're going to talk about what is a resistor. A resistor is an electrical component used in circuitry like your computers, radios, even your Wi-Fi routers. To explain what a resistor is, I got a piece of tubing right here. Imagine this tube to be a wire, and imagine water that flows through the tube to be the electrons. If the wire is straight, the electrons can go through pretty easy. Also, depending on the gauge of the wire, can also depend on how fast the electrons can flow. But let's say that we take this tube here and we make it thinner, and we also coil it around and around and around many times. Now think about the water. If this is thinner now and there is more coils, then the water coming in through this end would be faster than the water that comes out of this end because it is resisting the water. Well, with a resistor, we're doing exactly the same thing. We're taking thin wire and we're making coils inside of this resistor. These are very thin coils. And using Ohm's law to calculate what these coils mean, we can then get the resistance. There's 4 stripes total on a resistor, but 3 of them calculate what the resistance is. Resistors come in many different colors, shapes, and sizes. Right here, we have a 1 kilo ohm resistor. This is a pretty standard resistor. You can find them in pretty much all electronics. This includes cameras, monitors, computers, TVs, even this camera I'm filming on right now. They all contain resistors. Now, all multimeters pretty much have a function to tell you what the resistance is. You can also pick up a neat little chart like this that has 3 wheels on it that can calculate what the resistance is. Now, I said there was 3 stripes earlier. Well, there's actually 4. The 4th stripe can be silver, gold, or red. If there's none, then that means that there is a 20%, and the 20% is the resistor's tolerance. The tolerance can be 20, 10, 5, or 2%. This all depends on the quality of the resistors you get. Now I'll show you a few different types of resistors. This right here is a 1K resistor. This is the standard resistor I was showing you earlier. You can tell that the resistor tolerance is 5% because the end stripe is gold. And you can tell that is a 1 kilo ohm resistor because the stripes are brown, black, and red. These are less common to find in electronics nowadays. You can find them in old tube radios and stuff, but these are 10 ohm resistors. Again, this is still not a common one, but this is a 3 kilo ohm resistor with a blowout on it, which means that this can also be used as a fuse. These are also found in like tube radios and stuff like that. This right here is a 20 kilo ohm resistor, which is round, which is kind of an interesting one. You can find these in modern day electronics still. Usually stuff like handheld radios and stuff like that have these resistors in them. Also, if you're wondering, yeah, I have a lot of resistors. So yeah, I hope you learned something about resistors and electronics today, and I'll see y'all next time. And don't forget to stay creative.